Trojan at 65, Allen County Scottsville 36. Coach, congratulations to you. You know, I was looking at the stats here. Yeah, they may have out-rebounded us 36-23, but I was looking at the points off turnovers. We scored 27 points off their 23 turnovers tonight.
Yeah, I thought our defense was excellent. Our press really bothered them. I thought we rotated really, really well in the half court, which was kind of our mindset or our pregame speech going in. We knew we had to contain 13 better, and everybody else, we just wanted to be in the help, but then pressure them when they had the basketball, and right. I felt like we executed that well.
I know they threw a lot of defenses at us. They had a box and one on Bertram. They also had a diamond and two, and it really wasn't effective either way in the game tonight because those three-point shots were really falling for us.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Eve did an excellent job, especially in the first half, just having her feet ready and just, knew that she was going to shoot the ball as soon as she caught it. Of course, they were kind of, like you said, matched up with Elizabeth a little bit more, which left her open, and that's what you got to have. You got to have somebody else to step up when somebody else is being covered like that.
Yeah, and Elizabeth ended up with 19 points. She was 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 behind the arc, but Eve Jackson had 18. I don't know if that's a career high for her or not. It's close, if not.
It is, yeah.
7 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 behind the arc, but you had a lot of other players that came in and got some good quality minutes tonight.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought those two were excellent. And like you said, Emma Hughes came in, Liberty Rice gave us some minutes. I thought even Macy Lockhart, she got to the line, 8 times, so
right.
that was positive for us as well. But again, it takes everybody kind of chipping away, especially in a game like this.
Yep. Well, you got to turn around and play tomorrow, 3 o'clock. And what about that team you're playing tomorrow?
Well, they got Wingler averaging about 35 and a half a game, so that's one kid that we're going to have to obviously stop. And then they got a three-point threat, a couple kids inside. 4 solid players that we're going to have to be able to guard, but obviously the most important is going to be containing Wingler.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there with you guys tomorrow, but be with you at Berea on next Thursday, so looking forward to the tournament over there, and wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
Well, thank you. We'll take it.
And congratulations on tonight's win. You're now 2-0 in the district, which that's a good thing.
That's a good start. Yeah, that's a great start. We still got obviously some more games to go, which every game matters at this point when it comes to district play.
And knowing the district tournament's going to be played here this year.
Well, I thought about that when we were shooting the three balls.
The rims are pretty good to us. Yep, that's the way to start. That's the way to start. Piper, congratulations.
All right, Jay, thank you.
All right, Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes winning 65-36 over Allen County Scottsville tonight. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. The post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven in our farm and made for yours. As we take a look at the stats and scoring from tonight's game, brought to you by CPC. Barren County raced out to a 23-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. It was 37-18 at halftime, 55-30 after 3, and 65-36 the final score. Allen County Scottsville 16 of 42 from the field for 38.1%. They were 2 of 12 on long-range shots, 2 of 5 from the charity stripe, 36 rebounds, 9 of those in the offensive end, but they turned the ball over 23 times tonight. They had one player in double figures, Allison Metter with 11 points. Jay McReynolds had 4, Taylor Carter with 2, Chloe Cook with 4, Kaylee Bullington with 6, Jaylee Covington had 7, and 2 points for Bailey Duke. For the Trojanettes tonight, 23 of 53 from the field for 43.4%. They were 9 of 17 behind the arc, and that is pretty good shooting from beyond the arc tonight. 53% from three-point range. 10 of 13 from the foul line, 23 rebounds, 5 of those in the offensive end. Turned the ball over just 8 times tonight, and there were 2 players in double figures for Coach Piper Lindsay, as we talked about in Coach's comments. Elizabeth Bertram with 19 tonight, 8 of 12 from the field, 3 of 4 on three-point shots. 18 for Eve Jackson, a career high for her. 7 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 on three-point shots. Katie Murphy scored 1. Raven Ennis had 7 tonight. She also hit a three-point shot. Carly Delk scored 2. Emma Hughes had 4. Liberty Rice with 5 points. She had a three-pointer as well. Macy Lockhart went 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. 7 points for Macy Lockhart. 2 points for Michaela Smith. Points off turnovers. Barren County scores 27 points off Allen County Scottsville's 23 turnovers. Points to paint, 24-16 Barren County. And so good win here on the road where the district tournament will be played, and start out with good shooting and three-point shooting at that. Let's hope that will continue when the end of February gets here.
did a lot of good things tonight. Got a lot of kids some minutes, and everybody contributed and took care of business. That's what you want to do to be able to continue to get better. Move on to tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, I guess you would say. A team in Meade County has scored over 100 points already. They had a 100-point game, an 86-point game. So clearly, our defense will be tested tomorrow.
And they've got as Piper mentioned, they have a player that's averaging over 30 points a game, too. So
I think she had maybe 40 in one game.
Contain her. So, unfortunately, we can't broadcast that game tomorrow. We'll be doing the Trojans game down at South Warren against Meade County at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And Trojans and Patriots are coming up next in Game 2 of our district doubleheader here in Scottsville. We'll come back with pregame coverage here after this break. You're following Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here courtside, Allen County, Scottsville. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. The Trojans and the Patriots in Game 2 of our doubleheader. We welcome you to the Zaxby's pregame report. Zaxby's with 2 new adventures to taste. Each meal only $6.99. The Smokehouse Cheddar Barbecue Filet Sandwich or the Southwest Chipotle Filet Sandwich at Zaxby's. Allen County, Scottsville 4-2. This is their first district game of the season. They're ranked 8th in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll this week under second-year head coach Brad Bonds, who was the girls' coach for many years here. And the Trojans come in at 4-2 as well. They're 1-0 in district play with that 10-point win over Monroe County. And the Trojans ranked 6th in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll this week. Allen County Scottsville season has gone this way. They lost their first 2 ball games to South Warren, 87-68, and LaRue County, 78-76. They've won 4 straight against Adair County, 46-44. Greenwood, 72-63. Cumberland County, 62-51. And they beat Warren East 65-62 on Tuesday night. And it was Jax Cooper that led 3 players in double figures for Coach Brad Bonds' team. He had 21 points in that game. Michael Smith came off the bench and scored 18. And also Mason Shirley added 13 points in that game. The Trojans with a 34-point victory over Caverna on Tuesday night over at Park City. Aiden Nyken led 4 players in double figures. Excuse me, he had 15. Will Bandy scored 14, and Gavin Withrow added 13, with Tyler Bush scoring 10 points in that game. Of course, tomorrow they will be at South Warren to take on Meade County at 1 o'clock. We'll have the broadcast of that game here at 12:40 on 103.7 Nash Icon before they head over to South Laurel over in London next Friday to play Bell County in the South Laurel Invitational. We'll be doing that game as well next Friday. So the Trojans are averaging 71 points a game. Allen County Scottsville 65, and this ought to be a floor, Robert.
Should be a great game. They've got a team that looks a little bit different than they had last year. Obviously, Rippey graduated, who I think was their go-to player, led them to a 23-9 record last year, beat us twice as well. They beat us by 2. They beat us by 21. Just a game that everybody wanted to forget last year. But they've got some kids that have been role players in the past that are really stepped up for them. They played 6 games, and they've had 4 different kids lead them in scoring this year. So that just tells you they have some versatility. They have size. They have some kids that can shoot it. So this will be a really tough matchup for us in a game that Warren has been able to dominate his home school for the most part, besides last year. So we need to get that corrected and keep us on the right track to move to a 2-0 district slate going into the tough game with Glasgow, who beat Warren Central the other night. So it tells you what kind of firepower they have if they're able to beat who's probably rated the #1 team in the region. You look at the polls, us 6th, them 8th, tells you how close it is. That RPI, like I was mentioned earlier, I don't know what kind of stock to put in that. I don't think we're the 11th rated team in the region, and if you look at that, they're the 6th. Allen County is. I'm not sure if you can say they're a 5-point favorite by that, but that's kind of how it looks and shakes out. So I think it's a very even matchup and a good test for us right now, coming off of 2 really good wins over Caverna and Edmonson County by 30 points a game, if you look at both of those. So played well, did what we needed to, and now we need to do the same tonight.
Right. As you mentioned, the Patriots 23-9 last year. Brett Rippey averaged 17.5 points a game, and they lost 5 seniors off that team. And 4 of the other players, they played quite a bit. Bryce Carter, Caden Ross, Camden Carver, and Chase Ward, they all graduated. But as you said, they got Mason Shirley back. They got Owen Stamper back. Charlie Calvert didn't play last year due to an injury. Jax Cooper is back. And then a guy by the name of Michael Smith. Don't remember him from last year, but he's averaging almost 10 points a game. They almost have 4 players averaging in double figures.
Yeah, Smith, it looks like he's played 37 games in his career, but he's only scored 99 career points. So, most of those games have been, or most of those points have been this year. He had 18 the other night in a pretty exciting game where they beat Warren East. They had to come from behind, and Warren East had the shot maybe at the buzzer to tie it up and send it into overtime, which they were able to defend. So, coming off a good win against Warren East, and like you said, I've got a little bit of everybody, and those kids have stepped up. Coach Bonds has obviously been a very successful girls coach in our region, moved over to the boys side, and has had Allen County right in the thick of things in this district in the time that he has been at the helm, and looks to hopefully, for their sake, continue that as well, not maybe for ours.
Patriots were the 15th district runner-up last year. They lost to Clinton County in the 4th region tournament, 73-52. And as you said, they beat the Trojans twice last year, 58-56, 73-52. And for Barren County, that first game, Aiden Eichen had 21 to lead the Trojans. It was Owen Stamper had 14 for ACS. And then the second game, it was Shirley that had 22 for ACS. And Niken and Bandy had 11 points apiece in that game. And the Patriots averaging about 65 points a game. They give up 64.2. They shoot over 50% from the field, 36% from behind the arc, 59.5% from the foul line. They average 30 rebounds a game. Barren County's averaging 71 points a game. The last 2, they scored 81 and 74 against Edmonson County and against Caverna. Their opponents are averaging 54.5. They shoot 45.3% from the field. And from behind the arc, 29.6%. They've hit 32 out of 108 threes, and shooting at 64.5% from the foul line and 37 rebounds a game. And the way the district standings are right now, Glasgow and Barren County both 1-0. Allen County, Scottsville's first game, and Monroe County is already 0-2 in district play. Here's a final score in on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. LaRue County beats Caverna tonight in a girls' game, 49-45. We'll come back with more of the Zaxby's pregame report after this break as you're following Barren County High Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Time to take a look at tonight's lineups, brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Allen County Scottsville Patriots, under head coach Brad Bonds, assistant coaches Jeff Rippey, Brandon DeWitt, and Casey Napier. Mason Shirley, 6'1 junior, averaging 15.2 points and 5.2 rebounds. Owen Stamper, 6'3 senior, 12 points and 5.5 rebounds. Jax Cooper's a 6'4 junior, 14.5 points and 4.7 rebounds. Charlie Calvert, 6'3 senior, 5.7 points, 4 rebounds. And Caden Whitney, a 6'3 junior, averages just under 2 points a game. So they go 6'1, 6'3, 6'4, 6'3, 6'3 for the Patriots. They are big. For the Barren County Trojans, under 12th year head coach Warren Cunningham, assistant coaching staff Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183 senior, averaging just under 9 points a game. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 148 junior, averaging 6.5. Will Bandy, 6'6", 212, a senior, 14.3 points and 4.5 rebounds. Aiden Eichen, 6'5", 204, sophomore, 14.8 points and 8 rebounds. And Tyler Bush, 6', 183 senior, averaging 2.7 points a game for the Trojans. The officials for tonight's game, the same three we had in the girls' game. Barry Vincent, Tony Franklin, and Tony Brown. The officials sponsor Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. And we'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off when we return after this break. This is the Trojans and Patriots here in Scottsville tonight. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Scottsville, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Todd Belcher on controls in the Nash Icon studios tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting the Trojans and Meade County down at South Warren High School. That game will start at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 12:40 from South Warren High School. Of course, the Trojanettes will be at Breckenridge County to take on Meade County's girls at 3. Of course, we won't be able to broadcast both games tomorrow, but we will be able to do the boys' game down at South Warren tomorrow afternoon, 12:40 airtime, 1 o'clock with the tip-off. As we get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off, our first quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. The Trojans in gray tonight with burgundy and gold stripes. Burgundy numbers outlined in gold, bearing across the front of the jerseys. The bench to our right and to our left, the Patriots in their home white with blue and red trim. Their bench down to our left. Pretty good crowd on tonight. I'm not sure how many fans we have because they're all back behind us here in the upper level. You can see the Patriot fans across the way.
To be honest with you, it's not the most well-attended.
I don't think it is either.
Barren County game
the usual.
I've ever seen.
Being on a Friday night and the weather a little warmer than it's supposed to be 60 degrees Christmas Day.
Yeah, you got your shorts laid out, your Hawaiian shirt for Christmas dinner, don't you?
Yeah, how about that?
But I think it probably has something to do with the weather, the timing, a little bit of everything. With Christmas being right here upon us, I know probably a lot of people having Christmas this weekend, but a lot of basketball at this time too. Be really interested to see how we start this game. I think the start's really important. You know, Jacob Shaw has done really well for us. This is his first test of a district road game. See how he responds in we won't call it a hostile atmosphere, but it's the closest we have until maybe we go to Glasgow, what we'll call a hostile environment. But they've got some heights. You mentioned they got some really good kids. You know, Owen Stamper, a heck of a golfer. He got third in the state tournament this year, committed to Middle Tennessee State to play golf, but he's given us a heck of a lot of trouble on the basketball floor, as has Mason Shirley. So we've got to shut them down real quick defensively, and let's see how this goes.
Aiden Knight in the jump circle for Barren. Jax Cooper for the Patriots, and it's going to be controlled by the Trojans. They're moving from right to left here in this first half of play. Gavin Withrow will set things up for Barren County. Now looks inside, push to the left elbow. He turns and throws over the right side to Shaw. Shaw back out to Withrow, swings it left side to Niken. Now Niken trying to make a move on his defender. Spin move, goes up with a shot. It is good.
Good way to start it.
And Mason Shirley with the basketball, guarded by Gavin Withrow. Shirley at 6'1", Withrow at 5'8". The way they've got it listed on the roster. Here's a pass to Cooper and a baseline fall away. Good on the baseline. That's Stamper. Ties it up at 2. Shaw, right side over to Niken. Niken sends it down the corner to Tyler Bush. Sends it back out to Niken. Niken penetrating, can't go. He's cut off in there. They got it packed in. Here's Withrow. Ball gets away, but picked up by Shaw. Shaw bring it back out. Mason Shirley guarding him. Now Shaw goes left side with it to Withrow. Started by Calvert. Bandy can't shoot. Right side corner, Shaw. Goes underneath, puts it up in traffic, can't get it to drop. Follow tap no good for Bush, and taken by Mason Shirley for Allen County Scottsville. They throw it back out to Shirley for 3, rimmed out. Bush claims the rebound. The outlet pass comes to Shaw. Shaw down the left side, cuts toward the middle. Gives it back out to Bush and back out to Shaw. Bounce pass inside. Here's Bandy in a lot of traffic. Left-handed shot pops out on him. Niken with the offensive rebound. Comes back to the arc. Now wants to make a move. He'll shoot it from 17. Good! Niken with both baskets for Barren County. Quickly down the floor. Allen County, Scottsville. Calvert with it out front. Calvert looking. Back to the right side it comes to Cooper. And around the horn left it comes to Shirley. Shirley goes down low. Cooper posted in there. Flips up the shot. It rolls off the rim. Niken with a rebound for Barren. Niken, left side, gives it down to the baseline. Bandy, he'll fire, and it's missed. Rebound comes off to Calvert. And then Shirley had to go chase it down as he flipped it off to him. So he'll set it up now for Allen County, Scottsville. Bounce pass to right elbow. Shirley against Withrow. Withrow trying to stay with him. Dumps it down in low. There's a shot put up, no good by Calvert. Barren County back the other way. Here's Withrow. Gives to Bandy. Top of the key. Lets it go. It's short. And Shirley with a rebound for the Patriots. Shirley behind the back dribble. Spin move. Goes up. Shot blocked by Bandy. Tapped out. Barron's got the numbers. Here's Bush driving all the way. Had it swiped out of his hands, out of bounds. He wanted a foul from Shirley. Didn't get it, but it will be Barren County's basketball.
Yeah, he wanted a foul, and Allen County wanted the basketball, so it went off of Tyler's leg.
So Shaw will put it in play. Out to Bandy. Comes to Withrow. Here's a lob into Bandy. He was triple teamed. They got knocked down. Turnover. Shirley, bounce pass. Across it goes in the corner to Cooper. Back out to Shirley. Shirley can't shoot. Withrow out guarding him. He goes down to the corner to Stamper. Stamper gives it out to Calvert. Over to Shirley. Left side it goes to Cooper. Cooper feeds it down low. Knocked away by Niken and out of bounds. Try to go to Stamper with it.
Really good recovery on our part. I thought they were going to have a fast break opportunity. We got back and made them work for it, kicked it out, and finally got it deflected, so they'll have to stop play and give it back in bounds.
Michael Smith, 6'2 junior, comes off the bench. He'll come in for Caden Whitney. And Shirley to trigger it in. He comes out to Calvert, gives it to Cooper. Feeds it back, knocked away from behind. Tyler Bush has got it for the Trojans. Gives to Niken. Niken goes to the bucket, puts it up and in with the left hand.
Nice jab step like he was going to go to the right side, finish with the left.
Pass almost picked off. Here's Stamper forcing up the shot. It's going to bounce and roll in.
Got both of them for them.
6-4. Barren County with a 2-point lead. Shaw with it deep on the right side. Gives to Bush. He'll try it from 17 straight away. It's off the back iron. Rebound to Mason Shirley for Allen County Scottsville. Ahead up to Cooper on the right side. Gives it back to Calvert and back out to Shirley. Shirley wanted a screen out there. Wants Stamper to set the screen. But Withrow stays with Shirley out front. And now Bandy had to come over and slide over to take Shirley. One-on-one. Feeds underneath. The whistle. Oh, a blocking foul. They're going to put it on Tyler Bush. His first, team's first. And in for Barren County is Ryan Shirley and Mason Griggs. Shirley, 6'1", 180 sophomore. Griggs, 6 foot 138 sophomore. And Mason Shirley is going to toss it in for ACS. Hits it into Stamper. Back to Shirley in the right corner. Got Griggs guarding him. Now needs some help. He's covered up. And what we got? Traveling violation on Shirley.
Good defense by Griggs. Gavin had done so as well in the previous possessions, not giving him any good looks. Good job by Griggs coming right off the bench doing the same.
Yep. And now we'll get some pressure in the backcourt on Jacob Shaw. And they try to lob it over to Griggs. Now Griggs on the dribble to the right side. Leaves in the corner. Bandy goes baseline. One-handed shot. Bounces off the rim. Niken with a rebound back in. Wow, he just towered over everybody.
Went over top of even Ryan Shirley and pulled it away from him, put it in.
And Aiden Niken with all 8 points for Barren County. It's 8-4 Trojans. Stamper with the basketball. Left side it comes to Trace McIntyre's in the ball game. Now they're looking for Shirley. Ooh, boy. I think Mason Griggs got the worst end of that one.
He got the foul first. Mason Griggs did, but Shirley pushed him afterwards. So I think that'll probably
I think the official knew about it.
Yeah.
First foul on Mason Griggs. 2 on the Trojans. As Shirley's going to toss it in. One-hand pass out. It comes to Cooper. Now Cooper will hand it back to Shirley.
Shirley's just ultra-aggressive on both ends of the floor.
Trying to take Griggs one-on-one. He pushed off. Here's a jumper, 15-footer. Good.
You got to call that. That's a clear advantage to the offense when you're able to clear space like that.
Niken gets it across, behind the back dribble, sends it over to Shaw. Shaw tries to find an opening, throws it back over to Bandy on the right side of the lane. He's double teamed, kicks it back to Griggs in the corner. Shaw will fire, no. Gets his own rebound to the baseline. Double team, throws it back out to Bandy at long range left, hooks it back over the right side. Ryan Shirley with a shot, good.
Forcing us to shoot jump shots. They're really packing it in. Right now we're making them.
10-6, Barren County. Here's Mason Shirley, no look, pass underneath. Shot can't go, Bandy with a rebound. As a shot was missed by Smith at point-blank range. Here's Shaw, splits the defenders in traffic, flips it up. He can't get it to go, but it gets a foul.
Good move around to avoid the charge.
Foul is on Jax Cooper, his first, team's first. And Jacob Shaw will be at the line for Barren County. 79% foul shooter on the year. Averaging just under 9 points a game. First of 2, good. 11-6, Trojans. Tyler Ford in the ball game for Allen County Scottsville. And Corbin Murphy's checked into the Trojan lineup, 6'2", 238 junior. Shot by Shaw on the way short. And almost tipped in by Murphy. Grabbed by Ryan Shirley. Out to Shaw for a three. Bottom! People's Bank 3 for Jacob Shaw. Extends the lead to 14-6. Here's a pass. Ricochets off the backboard. Put up no good. Battle for the rebound. Still battling in there. And Corbin Murphy ripping it out of somebody's hands. Jump ball. Possession arrow. Back to the Patriots. Mason Shirley back in, and it'll be Cooper going out. .143 left to play in the first quarter. Barren County 14. Allen County Scottsville 6. We're going to have a foul here.
They'll call it on Aiden Eichen holding. I think he was holding, looked like forward.
That'll be his first. Barren County's third of the half. Shirley to toss it in. Looks, gets it in, and back to Shirley in the left corner. Griggs really putting the pressure on him, trying to go baseline. Forces up the shot, and he hits it.
Tried to draw the foul, getting the contact, but the official didn't call it. Still made the shot.
And we're going to get a reach-in foul as they reach in on Jacob Shaw. It'll be on Tyler Ford, his first, team second.
Game's fast pace, up and down, a lot of contact, a lot of aggressiveness both ways.
14-8 Trojans. Shaw looking to inbound. Somebody's going to have to get open. And it lobs it in the corner to Murphy. Murphy now puts down the dribble, goes baseline, cut off, spins back around, gives it to Niken. Niken trying to make a move on his defender. In the left corner, has to throw it back out to Shaw. Long straightaway three, bounces off the rim.
Maybe a step too far.
Yep. Rebound to Shirley. Up court it goes to Jake Bowes in the ball game, number 5 for the Patriots. Now Mason Shirley with the basketball. Directing traffic out there. Wanting a screen set. Had it swiped out of his hands. Out of bounds. Stays with the Patriots. Gavin Withrow and Tate Pointer. And Will Bandy all coming back in for Coach Warren Cunningham. Tate Pointer, his first appearance tonight. 6-foot sophomore, averaging about 8 points a game.
I think we need to check some of our matchups here, make sure we've got everybody on who we want.
So Mason Shirley will get the ball in play. It's Cooper underneath and a wide open shot put up and in by Smith.
Clearly we didn't check our matchup because nobody had Smith.
14-10 Trojans, 44 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Tate Pointer with it on the left side. Goes to the right. He'll give it to Withrow. Bandy on the baseline. One-hand shot. Good.
Passed up a good shot for an even better one there on the baseline.
16-10. That's Will Bandy's first 2 points tonight. 29 seconds to go in the quarter. Mason Shirley with a basketball for the Patriots. Against Mason Griggs. Goes right side with it to Bowe. Now Bowe on the dribble against Withrow. And he walked. 17.3 to play.
See if we can get this last shot and convert it. I'd be really happy. I think Warren would too, with an 8-point lead, maybe 9-point if you can hit a 3 to end the first quarter.
Aiden Eichen back in the ball game for the Trojans. And he came in for Ryan Shirley. 17 seconds to go. Withrow will bring it up for Barren. Mason Shirley out guarding Withrow. Down to 10 seconds. Down to 8. Withrow gives it to Griggs. Dumps it down to Niken. Has a shot blocked from behind by Shirley. And here's a desperation shot going out of bounds. That ends the first quarter. After one, it's Barren County 16 and Allen County Scottsville 10. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is Trojan basketball and 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here in Scottsville, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. The Trojans 16, the Patriots 10 as we start quarter number 2. Brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Withrow goes left side to Niken. Niken pulls up the left elbow. His jumper pops out, and the rebound off the Stamper for ACS. He's pushing it down the floor. A little pump fake, throws it up off the window and in over Niken.
Got Niken to go for the fake and had a wide open look at it.
16-12. Withrow in the corner. Tate Pointer for 3. No good. Rebound claimed in there by Stamper. He'll give it over to the left side to Cooper. Cooper sends it out to Calvert and back to Shirley. Cooper with it on the left side. Drives into the paint. Throws up the shot, and it's going to roll in. We're attacking the basket. That's his first field goal for Cooper. 2-point ball game now. Barren County 16, Allen County Scottsville 14. Bandy in the right corner gives it out to Shaw. Straight away, Pointer left side Withrow. Withrow straight away back to Shaw. Long 3, no good. Long rebound comes off to Mason Shirley. Shirley, little head fake, goes to the right side. Goes, a collision here, and that will be an offensive foul. Jacob Shaw took the charge. The offensive foul on Caden Whitney, his first, team's third. Trace McIntyre, 6-foot junior, checks back in the Patriot lineup. He'll come in for Whitney.
You mentioned offensively, Allen County's taking it to the rim. We've got to find some way to do that ourselves instead of settling for jump shots. That worked in the first period because we were making them, but now we're starting to miss a few.
Withrow in the left wing. He'll give it in the middle there to Niken. They came to trap him. Out to Pointer, top of the circle. Pointer picked up his dribble, needs some help, gives it back out to Withrow. He'll pull up, shot partially blocked, got it back though, goes under and puts it in.
That's one way to get to the rim. Unorthodox, but it'll score us too.
18-14, Barren County with a 4-point lead. Stamper in the right corner, gives it off to Shirley. Straight away now to Calvert, and around it goes to McIntyre. McIntyre to bounce pass out to Cooper between the circles. Cooper angles off to the left side. He'll give it out now to Shirley. Shirley out to Calvert. Goes right side, deep over to Cooper. Now, here's Stamper, got away with a walk. Around the horn, he goes left side to Shirley. Fakes one way, trying to go against Withrow. And trying to go baseline, he's cut off. A lot of pressure. Gives it out to Stamper. He's going to fire a 3. No. Rebound to Tate Pointer for the Trojans. They reach in on him, and a foul going to be called. I believe it's on Cooper. It's Cooper's second foul, fourth one on the Patriots here in the first half. .5:48 to go here in the second quarter. Niken to toss it in, comes into Withrow. Withrow picks up his dribble out top, goes right side with it to Shaw, back out to Withrow. Now back over to Shaw, trying to direct traffic here. Shaw back over to Withrow. In the corner goes to Pointer. Had it swiped away from behind, but Shirley got it back though. Now throws it across. Ooh, almost should have been a bump right there. Shaw drives, weaves through traffic, goes up with a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, trying to go back up strong. They're going to call a charging foul on Shaw. His first, team's 4.
A little too much body, probably contact going back on his second look at it.
Tyler Bush returning to the Trojan lineup for Tate Pointer.
Can't fault the aggressiveness, no. I like how we're playing. We just got to get some more shots to fall, and that's going to come if you keep up the pace that we're going.
Yeah, good looks, just not going down. 5:06 to play in the first half. Barren County 18, Allen County Scottsville 14. Shirley trying to get the screen out there. Goes right side, dumps it down underneath, and there's a shot put up, no good. Crashing the board, we got a whistle and a foul. Bush went for the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on the Patriots.
Got really, really lucky there because Bandy switching off on Shirley created a mismatch on Gavin, but they couldn't convert.
Foul is on Smith, his first, team's 5th. And Calvert's checked out of the ball game for ACS. And Jake Poe back in. So they try to trap in the backcourt. Here's a lob up to Niken at midcourt. Niken pulls up, free throw line, dumps it off to Bandy, trying to reverse it up. It's blocked, but a foul, and it'll be on Smith, and that's 2 quick ones on him. 6th foul on the Patriots.
Smith doesn't start for them, but he's just like another starter.
Right.
Averages almost 10 a game, had 18 in their last one, so he's a big time role player for them.
Will Bandy gets the free throw. And we're going to get a timeout here. 30-second timeout with 4:43 to go in the first half. Patriots with a 30-second TO, and Barren County leads 19-14.
They had not subbed Smith out before they called that timeout, but I think Ford went to check in, and he's probably checking in for Smith, who will have to set with those 2. As far as foul trouble goes, you got Smith with 2, and Cooper obviously with 2. That's 2 big pieces for them. 2 of their pretty much double-digit scorers who they need on the floor. What we have to do the last 4:45 is take advantage of that. A 5-point lead, it'd be wonderful if it was more like a 10-point lead when we go into the break with 2 big, basically starters on the bench for them.
Barren County led 16-10 at the end of the first quarter, and it's 19-14. As we're 4:43 here in the second period. Will Bandy, a 69.5% foul shooter. Second toss is in the air, good. 20-14. And Mason Shirley will bring it up against Gavin Withrow as he picks him up in the backcourt. Shirley now getting the screen from Stamper, goes left, and Bush has to slide off on Shirley. Go to McIntyre the left side, back out to Shirley. Shirley fires it across. And back around the perimeter. Comes back to Shirley. Here's a lob. Picked off by Bandy. They try to go to Stamper with it. Here comes Niken. Niken, triple team, trying to get out of trouble. Slings a pass in the corner. Shaw up the baseline. Across it goes to Bush. Out to Niken for a 3. Banked it in.
It looked too hard all the way. It just had the right angle to hit the corner of that square to get it in.
With a People's Bank 3, Aiden Niken, his 11th point. Stamper down low, partially blocked. You're going to get a foul call. Barren County now with a 9-point lead, 23-14. And a foul on Will Bandy will be his first. That'll be 5 on the Trojans here in the first half. Stamper, 58.8% foul shooter, misses. Too strong off the back iron. Caleb Hester checking into the Trojan lineup for Will Bandy. At 3:53 to play here in the first half. Second shot is good for Stamper. He's got 7, 23, 15. Niken, right side, out to Shaw. Left side, it is Withrow. 3, no good. Long rebound to ACS. Mason Shirley trying to make a move on Withrow. Oh, a high dribble. Yep.
You don't see a carry called very often, but that was one out in the open. Just a high dribble where he had to palm it. Going with more of a guard-oriented lineup here. We'll see if we're able to find a way into the hoop and score it in the paint.
We're going to have to get it across. Being chased in the backcourt. Shaw's got it. Goes in the middle to Niken. Swiped away from behind. No communication out there, and the ball ricochets around, but ACS comes up with the ball. It comes out to Shirley. Shirley, spin move, up and under, fakes, goes under, put up and in, and a foul. It'll be Ford getting the bucket. And the foul on 23. That's Caleb Hester, his first, team 6th. It's 23-17 now. Shot goes up, good for Ford. 23-18. They've come back with 4 straight. Cross-court pass comes to Withrow, out to Shaw, back to Withrow. He drives in, throws it off in the right corner. Hester with a 3, no good. Niken up high for the offensive board and the putback.
Positioned himself as the ball was in the air to get that board.
McIntyre out to Stamper. He'll give it to Bowe. Bowe gives it back to McIntyre. Left side over to Shirley. They work it around the perimeter. It's Bowe with it out front on the right side. They go down in the corner to Shirley. Got Bush guarding him this time. They dump it down to Stamper. Works against Hester. Puts up the shot and he hit it.
Got away with a little step action there.
And it's 25-20. In the middle, Niken goes up off-balance shot. No. And here's Shirley with the basketball. Breaks to the middle of the court, right down the middle of the lane. Dishes it off. A collision there. Niken ripped the ball out of the air. And then they called a traveling violation. He came around trying to step over Bo, who was on the floor.
I think he tripped and lost his balance and took a couple of steps.
We're down to 2:03 to go in the first half. Barren County 25, Allen County Scottsville 20. Mason Shirley, right baseline, inbounds, out in the corner to Calvert. He's covered up by Shaw. Bad pass. Hester's got it. Lead pass up to Niken. Stuffs it.
Job getting his balance and getting some lift underneath him to throw it down. Big point off turnover.
27-20. Stamper around the perimeter. Here's McIntyre. That'll be an offensive foul on McIntyre. He put out the forearm into Caleb Hester. Knocked him down. Bo, that'll be his first, team 7th. Barren County with a 27-20 lead now. A minute 45 to go in the first half. Getting pretty aggressive out there. Comes into Shaw. And now we're going to get what we got, official timeout? Wait a minute, we've got the ball.
He asked for it. He asked for that timeout. He asked for that timeout way before he started talking to the official. And they had gotten to a conversation, and honestly, the official didn't know that the ball had been put into bounds. So he's not going to grant him the timeout, even though he just kind of waited too long to. He should have blown it before the ball was as soon as he asked for it, but they got into a conversation is what I'm trying to say, and we'll get the ball.
Yeah. Griggs has got it. Right side it goes to Hester. Dumps it down in there to Niken. He'll fade away with a shot and banked it in from 12 feet away.
He's got the ball now if he wants to call timeout, but he's going to play on.
29-20, Barren County lead. That ties the largest of the game so far. And Mason Shirley trying to backtrack into Griggs. Needs some help. He'll send it out to Stamper. Stamper goes to Calvert. Swings it left side to McIntyre. And now we got a whistle away from the basketball. And what do we have here?
Griggs foul. I think it's got tangled up again with Shirley.
17th foul of the Trojans. And so that's going to put the Patriots in the bonus here for 1:07 left in the first half. Mason Shirley, 73.5% foul shooter on the year. Free throw's good. It's his 5th point of the half. It's 29-21. Shirley for the bonus. On the way, good. 29-22. Patriots drop back out of their pressure as Shaw will walk it up court for the Trojans. Shaw in the middle. Hester at the Pointer. Had a shot there, didn't take it. Goes back to Pointer. Now on the dribble, back to Shaw. Left side, Niken. Skip pass, right side, Pointer. Touch pass, baseline shot, but bending no good. Rebound to the Patriots. Here comes Mason Shirley down the middle. Feeds it off to McIntyre. He'll put it up and in.
His distribution of the basketball is as good as anybody around. He controls the floor and sees it. We have to get back and match up.
29-24 as Allen County Scottsville's come back with 4 straight points. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Trojans will hold it for 1. Patriots drop back in a 2-3 zone defensively. So Shaw will just dribble the ball out there. He'll give it to Pointer. 10 seconds to play. Pointer down to 6. Looking for Niken. Trying to go back door. He'll fire up a long 3 that's off the mark. And the rebound to Stamper. Stamper will heave it down the floor. That'll do it for the first half. And the Trojans will take a 29-24 lead in the locker room over Allen County Scottsville here at the break. 29-24 Trojans. We'll come back with our halftime report Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. After this break, you're following Barren County High basketball on 103.7 Ash Icon. It is halftime. The Trojans 29, the Patriots 24. As we welcome you to the Colton Steakhouse and Grill halftime report. Colton's thanks you for your business, and for every $25 purchase in gift cards, you get a $5 bonus card. Make sure you get those Christmas parties booked, too, with Colton's. Merry Christmas from Colton's. Trojans led 16-10 at the end of the first quarter, got outscored in the second quarter, 14-13. And look at individual scoring here for Allen County Scottsville. Owen Stamper with 9 points in the first half. Mason Shirley with 6. 2 points for Jax Cooper. Michael Smith scored 2. Tyler Ford with 3. Trace McIntyre had 2 points for Coach Brad Bonds. For the Trojans in the first half, well, Aiden Niken, 17 of Barren County's 29 points. Scored 8 in the first quarter. He scored 9 in the second quarter. One of those a three-point shot. 4 points for Will Bandy. Jacob Shaw had 4, 2 for Calvin Withrow, and 2 for Ryan Shirley. And that was the scoring in the first half for the Trojans. Got any scores there, Robert?
I just kind of got back on here and trying to scroll through there. The only one I have is I think it's a halftime score. It is between Greenwood and South Warren. Maybe only other district game going on around here tonight.
Yep.
South Warren 22, Greenwood 42 at the half. Greenwood up 20 at the half.
Greenwood's up 20 on South Warren. That's a girls' game?
That's a boys' game.
Oh, the boys' game. What was the girls? We have a girls' final?
I haven't been able to
don't think I ever
get
got
through there that far yet. But Greenwood get a district win tonight over South Warren, coming off of a district win over Bowling Green.
Right.
So Glasgow beat Warren Central the other night, so that's the two favorites in our region have taken losses in the last couple of weeks. So I think this is, and we talked about it when we were eating today, I think this is maybe as even as a region as you can have. It's going back and forth between a bunch of people beating everybody, and there's no real clear-cut so far ahead leader in the region that's just blowing everybody out right now. So it could be interesting, and it's still kind of shaking itself out really early in the year. But if you got surprises, Greenwood would definitely be one of them. Coach McCoy obviously doing a great job with the pieces he has, and he has some really good pieces down at Greenwood in his first year.
We can take a look at the stats now. Donnie Metter's been taking care of his stats for us tonight. We appreciate it very much. Allen County, Scottsville, 10 of 19 from the field in the first half for 52.6%. Excuse me, 0 for 2 from behind the arc, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, and they had 15 rebounds and 8 turnovers in the first half. And for the Trojans, Barren County, 12 of 32. So we've taken 13 more shots than the Patriots have in the first half, 37.5%. And from behind the arc, Barren County's 2 of 11, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, also 15 rebounds, the same as the Patriots, but 8 of those on the offensive end. 4 turnovers for Barren County in the first half. And looking at some other stats here, points off turnovers, Barren County has scored 9 points off of Allen County Scottsville's 8 turnovers. And second chance points, Barren County with 13, Allen County Scottsville with 2. Anything else stand out to you?
That's definitely the biggest thing. Us just able to get up 32 compared to their 19. I mean, just the same thing you said, but in those 8 offensive boards speak to how aggressive that we're being. We have to keep that level of intensity. That's the only way we come out of Patriot Gym here with a win, is continuing to get offensive boards, continuing to turn them over and get points off their turnovers and second chance opportunities when we haven't been able to cash in. They're doing a real good job defensively on us. They're making us shoot jump shots. I can't remember, other than maybe one breakaway layup, how many times we've actually got to the rim and shot something point blank. So I know Warren's going to go in, maybe address some things. We had overall a great defensive effort, maybe 1 or 2 breakdowns when we subbed in and we didn't know who we had, but other than that, defensively we're good. We've got to find a way to get some easier shots, run a few sets, and he's one of the best around at making adjustments, running sets, and getting easy shots.
Trojanettes won earlier tonight, 65-36 to stay undefeated in district play at 2-0. And they'll be in action tomorrow at Breckenridge County to take on Meade County at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, the Trojans will be at South Warren to take on Meade County at 1 o'clock, and we'll have the broadcast of that game at 12:40 here tomorrow afternoon on 103.7 Nash Icon. Our next broadcast of Trojanet basketball will be next Thursday, the day after Christmas, as Barren County will take on Lexington Frederick Douglass in the Berea Holiday Classic. That game will air here on 103.7 Nash Icon. And the Trojans will be at a South Laurel Invitational next Friday against Bell County. That game at 5:30 next Friday. We'll have the broadcast of that game here on 103.7 Nash Icon, and then we'll see how everything works out for our Saturday broadcast. At this point, we don't know for sure. Of course, the Trojans will be on Sunday in the South Laurel Invitational as well. And we'll have the broadcast of that game. We'll come back with the second half of this one. Trojans 29, Patriots 24. This is Barren County basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Ready for the second half, third quarter here from Scottsville, brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Barren County's largest lead was 9 at 29-20 before the Patriots came back and scored the last 4 points of the second quarter. Foul situation, Jax Cooper and Michael Smith, 2 each for the Patriots, and Mason Griggs has 2 for Barren County. Patriots basketball, they move right to left here in the second half as Cooper gets a pass from Shirley. Now Shirley's got it deep on the left side, gets a screen. They're trying to do a lot of pick and rolls out there. They go right side over to Cooper. Now he'll go back to Shirley on the left side. Bounce pass down low there to the big guy Whitney. Now Shirley on the left baseline has somewhere to go, and he'll give it to Calvert. Calvert will circle it back out. Calvert now going left. Sends it out to Cooper, guarded by Bush. Around it goes to Whitney on the right wing, and we got a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on Withrow. I didn't see that one.
I didn't see it either. It was Withrow guarding Shirley. Shirley's drawn 3 off-the-ball fouls tonight. 2 on Griggs, 1 on Gavin.
Shirley's got in the right corner for the Patriots. Comes out to the wing, gives it in there to Cooper. Here's a shot in the lane, no good. Rebound in there by Will Bandy. Foul on Stamper. His first, team's first of the second half. It'll be Barren County's basketball.
Cooper, who took that shot, averages 15 points a game. He only had 2 in the first half. Got into foul trouble, but in the time he was in there, he only took 2 shots. That's his 3rd of the game. We've done a great job on him so far.
Yeah. Withrow, bounce pass right side over to Shaw. Shaw sends it back out to Withrow, left side to Bush. Bush dribbles it out. He'll give it back out front of the right side to Shaw. Deep on the right it comes to Withrow. Back out front between the circles is Shaw. Left side is Niken. Gets a screen there from Bush to the left elbow. Gives it back to Shaw in the corner. Sends it out to Bandy. He can't shoot. Back out to Shaw. Trying to penetrate. Can't go. They got it packed in there. And here's Withrow again. Gives it to Shaw over to Niken on the right wing. Niken dribbles and goes back around the perimeter. Shaw's got it on the left wing now. And getting a lot of pressure from Shirley. Right side it comes to Withrow. He'll give it back out to Shaw. Left side Niken. Niken trying to go inside. He can't. Back out it comes to Shaw. Can't shoot. Back to Bandy trying to go baseline. He's cut off. Now dumps it in there to Bush. 6-footer. Good.
I was getting ready to say it's definitely a man, but you almost run a zone offense against it because it's packed in. And what Tyler did, he found the middle like you would in a zone and scored it.
31-24. And here's Shirley against Withrow. Dumps it down underneath. Flipped up and in. Coming from the right side. That was Calvert getting his first 2.
Shaw got screened off by Bandy. Couldn't get to guard.
31-26. Barren County with a 5-point lead. Withrow with it on the right side. Sends it left side over to Niken. Left corner. Bandy fakes. Drives into 3. Leaning shot is no good. And an offensive foul on Will Bandy. His second, team second.
All you got to do is pull up for the jump shot there. Took 1 too many dribbles. Yeah. He knew what he was doing as soon as he probably left his feet.
5:28 to play here in the third. It's 31-26. Cooper brings it up the right sideline. Sends it out around the perimeter. Shirley with it out front of the left. Gives to Stamper. Now here's at the left elbow is Cooper. And stolen away. Took it out of Whitney's hands. Will Bandy. He'll give it to Shaw. Shaw, crossover to the left, gives to Withrow, out top to Niken. Now Niken, angling off to the right side. Back out top, left, Bush. Back to Withrow, back to Bush, turns and throws it behind him to Shaw. Bush came over to set a screen on Shirley, but he got rid of the basketball to Niken. Niken takes it into the paint, pass is deflected, trying to go to Bandy. On the right baseline, stays with the Trojans. At 4:44 to go here in the third quarter, Barren County with a 5-point lead, 31-26. In the corner, Shaw, right-hand side, out to Bush. Back to Shaw. He'll send it over to Withrow. Back to Shaw. Going to fire up that 3-pointer. Good!
It's going to take us making some deep ones. to pull them out on us.
Yep. Here's Stamper in the lane, throws it up and in. Or Cooper, excuse me. 34-28. Quickly down the floor, Shaw leaves it out with Niken. Now to Bush in the circle, back to Niken. He'll fire up a three. No. Rebound to Mason Shirley for the Patriots. Brings it up for stops top of the key. Little head fake. Fires up a three-point shot. It's off high. And Cooper pulls down the rebound. A foul on Bush for coming over the back. It'll be his second, team's third.
Did not put a body on him, so he was able to run right to the front of the rim and sky for the rebound.
Aiden Niken coming out for a breather. Ryan Shirley, 6'1" sophomore, in for the Trojans. As Cooper inbounds out to Shirley on the left wing. He gives out top to Calvert. Bounce pass. And that ball is going to get away. Intended for Cooper. Barren County's basketball. 3:58 to go. It's a 6-point ball game. Barren County 34, Allen County, Scottsville 28. With throw right side. Bush, top of the key. Goes left. Sends it to Shaw. Out to Bandy. Right side with throw. Back out top. Shaw back over to Bush from 15 to the left side. No good. Batted up high in the air. Pulled down by Cooper. Allen pass comes to Calvert. Bounce pass is Stamper. Fakes. Goes up with a 10-footer. No good. Rebound. Battle for. Out of bounds. Went off Bandy. And Corbin Murphy will return to the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Will Bandy. 3:24 left in the third. Still a 6-point ball game. 34-28. And Coach Brad Pond sending in Tyler Ford and Michael Smith. They'll come in for Whitney and Calvert. They stack it up right side of the free throw lane. Shirley, bounce pass right corner to Cooper. And a bad pass, and Bush has got it for the Trojans. He's going to take it to the rack. He'll lay it up and in.
Unlike what he did in the first half when he got a steal, he just went straight to the basket. They couldn't catch him and got a score.
Mason Shirley with it, working against Withrow. Backtracks, spins, head fake, ducks under, trying to go in the corner. Three-pointer, no. Ball is loose on the floor. Withrow's got it for the Trojans. He'll take it to the rack. He'll flip it up. It's no good. Bush, back up, and no good. A foul. Foul is on Smith, his third, team second.
That was a tough play from Gavin to be able to dribble it and go to our end of the floor.
Tyler Bush at the line for two. First one comes off. Barren County back up by 8, 36-28, with 2:52 to go in the third quarter. Tyler Bush puts this one up, and it won't go. Long rebound, chased down by ACS. As Cooper will bring it across the line. Cooper, right side over to Stamper. Bush guarding him. Sends it out top now to Ford. Ford with Shaw guarding him. Left side to Cooper. Whistle away from the ball.
That's another off-the-ball foul created by Mason Shirley.
And it's on Tyler Bush, and that's his third personal. Team foul number 4.
He nudges you right in the chops, if you will, and pushes you off to create space. They don't see the first one; they see the second one. Us trying to hold him and catch up to him after he's really fouled us to begin with.
Right. Shirley will toss it in, and what do we got now? This one's away from the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to put it on Ford, his second. Team's third of the second half.
They didn't get Shirley, but they got Ford doing the same thing.
And Shaw with a basketball for Barren. A chance here to extend the lead to the largest of the ball game. Niken on the right side. Niken. Crossover dribble, dumps it down to Ryan Shirley. He'll throw it across over to Pointer. Pointer's picked up his dribble, has to hand it off to Niken. Now Niken trying to make a move, a whistle, and a foul. And it is on Cooper. That is his third. Team's fourth. So 2 players with 3 fouls for the Patriots now, Cooper and Smith.
Be tempted to run some kind of isolation for Aiden, who has Cooper on him, but they're going to take him out to keep us from doing something like that.
Yeah. Calvert comes in for Cooper. He's going to sit down with those 3 fouls at 2:09 to go in the third. Shaw throws it out to Pointer. He'll put down the dribble, bring it out front. Now looking for Shaw. Guarded closely out there by McIntyre. And now Shaw starts his move, goes down the lane, flips it up, and it won't go. Battle for the rebound. Shirley's got it, and he threw it off Ryan Shirley and out of bounds. I thought he was on the end line.
I'm not sure he did. I didn't agree. I thought he just missed him completely.
Well, it's ACS basketball. Mason Shirley brings it in front court with 1:45 to play. He'll work it left side against Corbin Murphy. He's going to try to take him one-on-one. Dumps it off and lost the handle. That's going to be off Calvert.
They're creating pick-and-roll mismatches. We have to hedge and not switch. Corbin, I love Corbin, but he cannot guard Shirley, and that's what they're trying to get offensively.
Yeah. Pointer will work it out front against Mason Shirley. Now he's looking, gives it to Niken. He dropped it, going to have to do something with it. Ooh, he may have got away with a double dribble there. Free throw line, needs some help. Hands it off to Shaw. Shaw throws up a 10-footer. Good. Little one-hand floater. Jacob Shaw gives Barren County their largest lead at 10. 38-28. Long 3 by Shirley, way off the mark. Ball is loose, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be off the Patriots. Barren County will get the basketball. Bowe back in for the Patriots. Will Bandy returns for the Trojans with 59.6 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County with a 10-point lead. Jacob Shaw handles the point against Jake Bowe. Right side, it goes to Bandy in front of the Barren County bench. Out to Pointer, top of the key right. Bandy, right wing. A whistle away from the ball.
Trying to isolate Aiden, and they're going to call Tyler Ford for pushing Aiden in the back to try to push him off of the block.
Well, that's 3 on Ford. So 3 players for the Patriots with 3 fouls. Comes in the corner to Bandy, gives to Pointer. He was open for the 3, didn't take it. Now he'll pull up with a 15-footer and hits it.
He was really waiting for a play to develop. That didn't develop. He made a move and scored it.
Barren County now with a 12-point lead, 40-28. 32 seconds to play in the third quarter. Another whistle away from the ball.
It's an illegal screen. It's got to be, and it's on Ford.
That's 4. Team 6th.
He set a baseline cut screen and stuck out his leg. The official on the baseline right in front of it.
Trace McIntyre returning to the Patriot lineup. And he'll come in for Ford. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 40, Allen County Scottsville 28. Shaw. Left side, Bandy. Dribbles it out, needs some help out there. Turns and throws it behind him to Pointer. Pointer against Mason Shirley. And have to try to get away from him. Got away from him. Bounce pass off to Bandy. Baseline shot. Got it!
You want to go for the last shot, but got to take that. Now got to get back.
42-28. 5 seconds to go. Shirley loses a handle. They're going to call a reach-in foul with 2.5.
Not the best foul in the world, but still you prevent him from getting a shot.
Yeah. Foul on Ryan Shirley is first, team's 5th. 42-28. Trojans have held the Patriots to 4 points here in the third quarter.
Good quarter. Got to end the last 2.5 the right way.
And they bring Whitney back in, big guy at 6'4". And Mason Shirley will toss it in. And now we got a whistle.
They're going to call it on Ryan Shirley holding Stamper, but they could have just as easily got a foul on Whitney for an illegal screen.
Second foul on Ryan Shirley, team 6th. Now Shirley gets the ball in play, and he'll fire it out of the corner for 3. It is off the mark, and that ends the third quarter. Trojans outscore the Patriots 13-4 in the third quarter, and it's a 42-28 Trojan lead after 3. Back to the fourth and final quarter after this break. This is Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back to the fourth and final quarter here in Scottsville. And this fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojans 42, Patriots 28. Barren County with the basketball. Pointer's got it on the left side. Gets a screen from Niken. Go to the top of the key. He'll go to Shaw. Straight away back left side to Pointer. In the corner goes to Bandy. Bandy sends it back to Pointer. Now Pointer trying to penetrate, can't go. Bandy out of the corner for 3. Hit it.
Good job. That was created by Pointer's drive. Pulled the defense in, left Bandy in open corner.
9 points for Will Bandy off the People's Bank three-point shot. They feed it to Shirley. Bounce pass broken up in there. And Cooper came up with it. Shirley fires it down in low. Shot blocked by Bandy. They got it back. Dribble it down low on the baseline. About 3 seconds in the lane. Yes.
Good call, Jay. We turned it up.
Living in there.
We turned up the intensity notch to another level I didn't know we had, but see if we can keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Pointer on the left side. Looking. Bounce pass out to Shaw. He's in a trap. Shaw dribbles out of the trap. He goes in the corner to Bandy. He pulls the trigger again for 3. It's going to come up short this time. Rebound to the Patriots. Mason Shirley with the basketball. Pushing it down the floor, down the middle. Little head fake. Goes left side. Dishes it off. There's a collision.
Sharp.
And an offensive foul on Mason Shirley for charging into Jacob Shaw.
A little late, but I like the call.
That'll be his first personal, number 7 of the Patriots here in the second half.
We're up 17. It got there quickly, but what we don't need is quick possessions.
Right.
And we'll have a timeout here to talk about a few more things.
Trojans were on, actually led by 10 there at 38-28, now on a 7-0 run since that time, and outscored the Patriots 13-4 in that third quarter. And Barren County with 4 threes tonight, 2 of those from Jacob Shaw, 1 from Will Bandy just a little bit ago. Aiden Niken hit the other 3. Niken hadn't scored in the second half. He had 17 in the first half.
It's okay that he hasn't scored. He did the work in the first half, and we've had others kind of pick it up. In order for us to be a good basketball team that get on a roll and kind of start putting things together, we have to have more than just Aiden score. We have to have more than Will score. We have to have contributions from everybody, and we got that in that third period.
Yeah. Full court pressure by the Patriots. And Withrow gets it out to Bandy, goes back to Withrow. He'll send it near side over to Shaw. Shaw races down the right side, heads the baseline, hooks it off in the left corner to Bandy. Fakes, drives in, 10-footer is short, way short. Barely brushed the iron to the left side.
2 quick possessions with no points.
And now Stamper gets rid of the basketball to Calvert. Left side it goes to Cooper. Cooper guarded by Niken. Out to Shirley. He goes back to Cooper. Cooper wants to drive into the paint. Goes up, a fall-away shot, gets fouled. Foul is on Jacob Shaw. That's his second. That'll be number 7 on the Trojans. Both teams in the bonus. And Cooper puts this one up and in for his 5th point of the game. Make it 45-29. Trace McIntyre, Jake Bowe back in the Patriot lineup. Tyler Bush for Ryan Shirley.
Overall, Allen County, not a very good free throw shooting team. They just shoot at 60% on the year, and Cooper here just shoots it right over 50%.
Right. And they hit both of those. 45-30. Bush throws it down the court to Shaw. He'll drive to the bucket, reversed it up, missed it.
3 empties now, 3 empty possessions.
And Mason Shirley throws it over to Cooper. Long-range threes off the mark. Shaw pulls down the rebound. Races down the right side of the floor. Holds up now. Bounce pass in the corner to Bush. He'll lob it back out to Shaw. In the middle goes to Niken. Bounce pass Bush. Breaking the basket. Puts it in.
Excellent job. Finally, we got some spread action and spread Allen County out to get a back door.
Working against Niken down low as Cooper throws it up. He's fouled. I don't know if Bandy got him or Niken.
Say Niken did, I guess.
Niken his second, team's 8th.
Thought they might give it to Bandy coming off the ball.
47-30 Trojans. Free throw missed by Cooper after he hit 2 in a row just a moment ago.
That form looked more like the 50% shooter than his first 2 shots.
And Cooper back in the line. His second shot comes off for the rebound of Tyler Bush. Needs help, bounces to Shaw. Heaves it up court to Niken. Niken pulls up from 8. It's no good. Popped out of there. And Shirley saves it in bounds, and a foul on Bush.
I'm not sure Warren's called any timeouts tonight. And I know he doesn't necessarily want to up 17, but I think at some point here we think about it because we've had 4 possessions and we maybe have taken, 10 seconds off the clock on each one of those possessions. He just needs to refocus his guys and say, hey, look, we're up 17. Let's run some offense.
Yep. At the line for Allen County Scottsville is Trace McIntyre. 1 to the bonus. Shot is in the air. Rim's good. 47-31.
Another 50% free throw shooter, even though he's just been to the line 6 times this year.
And McIntyre for the bonus. It rims good. 47-32. Patriots with full court pressure. With throw. Looking. Gets it in play. Stolen away by Cooper. Gives it off to Shirley on the right elbow. Back to Cooper in the right corner. Bounces down in low, and here's Stamper. Goes up with a shot from 8, and it's no good. And a rebound. Going to get, jump ball?
Yes. Lucky we got a jump ball because I know there's not such thing as an over-the-back call, but Bandy very easily could have been called with a push.
So possession arrow to the Patriots. Shirley right of the bucket. Looking. Lobs it out front to Cooper. Left side is Stamper. Fires it back down low, and Cooper wide open puts it in.
Threw over the top of us with no backside help.
So the Patriots have come back with 4 straight points to make it 47-34 with 5:24 to go, and they've changed the timeout to a full timeout. So we'll take a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Trojanettes tonight beat Allen County Scottsville 65-36 to go to 2-0 in district play. And they will face Meade County tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock at Breckenridge County. Now, we won't have the broadcast of that game. The Trojans will be at South Warren tomorrow for a 1 o'clock game against Meade County. It's unfortunate couldn't put the 2 together somehow.
Meade beat Breckenridge County tonight 61-55. So both teams coming off a win for that game tomorrow.
Okay. Meade County girls, 61-55. Yeah, they've got a player averaging over 30 points a game. I don't know how many. They probably don't have that posted yet. But
a couple other girls scores.
Okay.
Metcalf lost. Russell County won against the Christmas tournament. We'll get a couple more later.
Griggs having trouble. Finally gets it into Withrow. Back to Griggs. Races down the floor. Bounce pass to Bandy. Reverses it up. Missed it. Follow-up is good for Niken. His first 2 points this half at 5:12 to go in the ball game. He's got 19. And Cooper is going to be fouled by Niken. That's going to be his 3rd, team's 10th. Double bonus for the Patriots. 49-34. Cooper puts it in. He's now 3 of 5 from the stripe here in the 4th quarter. Patriots only had 2 field goals in the 3rd. They've only got 1 here in the 4th. Second shot is on the way. It's good for Cooper. 49-36. They've come back with 6 straight points. Griggs gets the ball in play to Niken. He'll turn up court. Bounce pass over to Bandy on the right side. Skips it back left over to Shaw. Out front with it is Withrow. He's guarded by Mason Shirley. Shirley trying to reach around him there. Shaw getting some pressure. Left corner, Bandy. And now Bandy throws a one-hand pass over to Griggs on the right side. Griggs, dangerous pass. Withrow. And a trap gives it back to Griggs. It was deflected, but Shaw grabbed it. Shaw, bounce pass off to Niken, goes under, and he's fouled by Cooper. That's 4 on Jax Cooper. 8 fouls on the Patriots. 2 shots for Aiden Niken. First one, he drilled it. 20 points now for Aiden Niken. 5 points above his average. 50-36. And the second shot drops through. 21 for Aiden Niken. 51-36 Trojans. Mason Shirley with a basketball. To the top of the key. Gives it to Bowe. Bowe driving against Griggs. Crashes into Shaw. Going to call a block.
Maybe a little late. Didn't look as good as it could have to convince the officials that it should have been a charge.
Going to be 3 on Jacob Shaw. And that's going to put Bowe at the line. Jake Bowe's a 5'8 junior. He averages 1.5 points a game. And here's his shot. It's in the air, and it's good. Well, Allen County Scottsville is 7 of 9 at the foul line here in the fourth quarter. Only 1 field goal, 51-37, Barren County. 4:26 left. Bowe puts this one up. It's good.
Just 3 field goals this half, and they're not out of it because they've been to the line so many times.
51-38. Ryan Shirley having trouble. Finally gets into the Shaw. He races down the left sideline. Now heads toward the baseline. Dumps it in there to a breaking Ryan Shirley, and he lays it up and in.
Warren told him when he put him in to guard and make layups. Well, he did half of it. Now he's got to guard.
Yep. Here's Mason Shirley. Little pump fake. Forces up the shot, and it's good. That's his only 3rd field goal of the game. 8 points. 53-40. Still 4 minutes to play. Here's a lob to Griggs. And Griggs races into the front court. Throws it over to Niken. And now Niken goes in the corner. Shaw goes up the baseline. Goes in the corner to Ryan Shirley. It's picked up by Mason Shirley. Behind the back dribble. Swatted away from behind by Ryan Shirley. Here comes Niken. Whips through traffic. And he'll stuff it with 2 hands.
Good job by Ryan Shirley making up for the mistake. Got the back tap who started the fast break. Aiden had to dribble through a couple to get that throw down.
55-40 Barren County with 3:34 to play. Mason Shirley right side over to McIntyre. He'll give it out to Calvert. Now to Shirley, top of the circle against Withrow. Fakes the 3. Trying to put it up, he can't. He'll go down low. Spin move by McIntyre. Fall away shot, drops in. And a full timeout by Allen County Scottsville. 3:18 to play. Barren County 55, Allen County Scottsville 42.
We've done a really good job on Shirley. We've done honestly, in the second half, we've done a really good job on Owen Stamper.
Right. But he's not scored in the second half.
We've got to just make sure we don't let up on people like McIntyre. And some of those extra role players that don't score double digits, that's not their featured players, that can still get them back in the game here over the last 3:18. They're just down 13. We have to, as Warren's told them, we have to pull it out. We have to run a little offense almost in a layups-only mode to make sure we do not give them extra opportunities.
Shirley averages over 15 a game. Stamper 12, Cooper 14 and a half, and Smith about 10. And tonight Shirley's got 8. Stamper has 9, all those in the first half. Cooper with 10 and Smith with 2. But again, 3 field goals here in the fourth quarter for Allen County Scottsville. They only had 2 in the third quarter.
They averaged 60, almost 65 points a game.
65 points a game. They got 42 in this one.
So good job defensively, and people like Smith, who led them last time, hasn't even been a factor tonight.
Yeah. Griggs gets the ball in play to Ryan Shirley. Turns up court, trying to get away from Stamper. They cut him off at midcourt. Now in trouble. Gives it to Withrow. Timeout by Warren Cunningham. He'll take his first one.
Yeah, plenty in the pocket when any time of possessions looks like it's possibly starting to break down, even though I think we could have got out of it. You don't take any chances.
3:11 to go in the ball game. Barren County 55, Allen County Scottsville 42. Next week, of course, we know about Saturday. We'll do the boys game at South Warren against Meade County at 1 o'clock. Next Thursday, Berea Holiday Girls Classic, 2:30, Lawrence County and Anderson County. Then the Trojanettes and Lexington Frederick Douglass. We'll have the broadcast of that game next Thursday. Middlesboro and Oldham County, Berea and Louisville Eastern. Letcher County Central and Woodford County. Louisville Male and Logan County. Edmondson County, Bishop Brossart, and Perry County Central and Owen County in the Berea Holiday Classic. Pass comes in to Niken. He'll hand it off to Withrow. He gets cut off. He's double teamed. Dangerous pass. Stamper trying to go for it, but chased down to the backcourt by Bandy. He'll give it off to Withrow. And he is going to be called for a traveling violation. Got tangled up with a double team here at midcourt. He was sandwiched and had nowhere to go.
Really, he was put in a bad position because when he turned around, the trap was there.
And Stamper will put the ball in play. Largest lead has been 17 for the Trojans. It's now 13 at 55-42, and we're down to 2:55 to go. Shirley against Pointer, working inside, up and under. Going to have to get out of the lane. Almost got a 3-second call there. And they lose a handle, and we're going to get a jump ball. Actually, it's Mason Griggs that went for the steal, reached in on Bo, tied it up. Barren County will get the ball in the possession arrow.
Bo put it right out in front of Griggs, and if you do that, you got to reach in and tie it up like he did.
Yeah. Ball comes into Niken. He's trapped, gives it to Griggs. Griggs races down the floor, stops, bounce pass to Bandy. He'll throw it back to the left side to Shaw. Shaw wants to drive. Bounce pass underneath the Bandy. Had it blocked from behind. Try to get it back. He does. In traffic. Throws it up. No good. Tap. No good. Tapped it out of bounds. Allen County Scottsville basketball.
When in layups only mode, that was a layup. And we just didn't convert it.
2.5 minutes to play. Shirley up court to Cooper. Breaks toward the middle. Spin move. Lost the handle. Bush has got it. He'll give it off to Shaw. He's trapped. Lobs it across over to Mason Griggs, and he'll lob it to Niken. Niken had it smacked out of his hands. Got it back. Double team. Gives it to Griggs. Underneath to Bush. Wide open. Puts it in.
Just lost him altogether.
8 points for Tyler Bush. It's 57-42. And now Mason Shirley driving to the bucket. It's going to be a foul call. They got an extra Euro step there.
Yeah, he walked out front, he carried it, and then he walked again. So didn't get him on any of the 3 violations, and he goes to the foul line with a chance to cut into our 15-point lead.
Free throws up and good. Mason Shirley, his 9th point of the game. 57-43 with 2:01 to go. And Stamper's going to check out. Smith returns for the Patriots. Mason Shirley puts this one up and in. Gets in double figures with 10. It's 57-44. Still 2 minutes to play. Comes into Shaw. As he races up court. Should have been a foul right there on McIntyre. Pointer's got it. Lobs it back out to Shaw. He'll lob it over to Niken. Niken now turns and flips it back off to Griggs, being chased out there. Fires it underneath the Pointer, and he puts it in. And we've got a player down for the Patriots.
It's like Bo rolled his ankle.
So Tay Pointer gets the 2-point basket to give Barren County a 59-44 lead with 1:46 remaining.
Same exact play. They extended their defense, lost track of one of our players underneath. So good back-to-back possessions to get layups. 15. A couple more stops, I think we get out of here with a win.
Bo seems to be in a lot of pain. It's at mid-court. And is it his right ankle? I think so. Can't tell from here. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 65-36. Barren County now 2-0 in district play. And the next district game will not be until January the 3rd when Barren County visits Glasgow.
We don't have another home game for what seems like
until January the 10th for the boys, and the girls will not be until January the 11th against Warren Central. And it's the week we come back from Christmas break, and it's also homecoming that night.
Just to be honest with you, we talked about it before, but there's not very many home opportunities left when you talk about double headers.
No, you look at the schedule after all the Christmas tournaments. Boys will host Adair County on January the 10th. That's just a boys-only game. And then the next night, January the 11th, when we have Warren Central girl and boy doubleheader. Got Bo up on the floor, but he's not putting any pressure on that right ankle.
They had, in the girls' game, one of their starters go out. Bullington would look like an ankle, possibly ankle or knee injury, and now their boys have the same ankle and knee injury. Probably an ankle on this one.
1:46 left, and Barren County with a 59-44 lead. Patriots basketball comes into Shirley. Now Shirley will work it up court against Tay Porter. Stops and shoots a three-point shot. It's in and out. Rebound by Bush, trying to clear everybody out. He's in trouble, splits the defenders, and a foul is called. And Tyler Bush will be at the line for one in the bonus. 0 for 2 tonight, but he's hit 4 buckets here in the second half. With 1:34 remaining. And that one is going to drop off. Allen County Scottsville's Mason Shirley behind the back dribble, spins, almost did the splits out there, loose ball on the floor. Niken's got it. They're fighting on the floor with him. Jump ball possession arrow to the Patriots.
We tried to get a timeout, but we just didn't have possession alone.
1:24 left. Shirley will inbound the ball. On the left baseline for the Patriots, it comes out to Cooper. He'll give it to Stamper. Ball knocked away from behind by Pointer. Shaw's got it. He's trapped. Somebody reaches in and fouls him, and that's Stamper. And that'll be his second. Be 2 shots for Jacob Shaw.
Starting to feel a lot more comfortable about this one as we roll towards a minute. Would be even more so if we could knock down some free throws here.
And the shot goes up. It's good for Jacob Shaw. That's his 10th point tonight. 60-44. Second throw. Rim's good. Hung up there, but it goes down. 61-44. Cody Lane in for the first time tonight. 5'11", 157 senior coming in for Tay Pointer. Allen County Scottsville's Mason Shirley behind the back dribble, trying to go one-on-one with Lane, and he banked it in. And timeout to get some new players in for the Patriots. With 1:07 to go, 61-46, Barren County. It's going to be a good win on the road, district win for Coach Warren Cunningham tonight, as they will go to 5-2 on the year and 2-0 in district play. Allen County, Scottsville, their first district game of the season, so they'll start out 0-1 and drop to 4-3 overall.
Much better performance down here than we had last January when we lost by 21. We're going to almost flip the script.
Yep.
You would say it's a good win going into the Christmas break.
Absolutely.
But there's no break.
No break.
Just no classes.
Turn around and play tomorrow and next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The boys, as the Trojans have Caleb Hester, Cody Lane, Ryan Shirley, Mason Griggs, and Colton Stevens on the court. 55 seconds to play. Ryan Shirley, left side of Hester. They give it to Cody Lane. Lane out to Stevens. Stevens out between the circles, goes left side. Back over to Shirley. And now Shirley with the basketball. Gives it back to Griggs. Right side over to Stevens. Out to Lane. Swings it left over to Shirley. Now Shirley coming out with a dribble. Gives it to Griggs. Right side to Lane. Throws it cross over to Shirley with 26 seconds to play.
They're going to concede this one, and we can just kind of throw it around and don't turn it over.
Griggs out to Stevens here on the near side. 15 seconds to play. Gives to Griggs out near midcourt. 10 seconds. To Lane. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this ball game is over. The Trojans win it 61-46 over Allen County Scottsville. As the Trojans scored 19 points in the fourth quarter, Allen County Scottsville scored 18, but it was that third quarter the Trojans hunkered down and held the Patriots to only 4 points in that third period of play. 61-46 is your final. We'll come back with a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities after this break, as this is Barren County High Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.